So there are two big problems with relationships today. The first biggest problem, I think, is we think that love is exclusive to intimate relationships. That's relationships with spouses, relationships with boyfriend and girlfriends, family members. You know, love is reserved for those types of relationships. And then the second biggest problem that we have is that we mistake infatuation with love. And infatuation, by definition, is a feeling of attraction. It's that feeling of the butterflies in the stomach, you know, of that warm, gushy feeling. You know what I'm talking about. Um, it's that attraction. It's that just that in love feeling. Um, that's not love. Okay, that's infatuation. And a lot of times, it's super common that people mistake infatuation for love. And that's why we see all these relationships falling apart because it starts with infatuation and then they try to keep that infatuation alive doing various things. But in the end, you can't run a relationship on infatuation because there is real love. There's real love, and it's not exclusive to just intimate relationships, to families, or to spouses or girlfriends and boyfriends. True love is meant for everyone, everywhere, all the time. How do I know all this? What makes me such an expert on it? Well, uh, Christianity is all about love. It says in the Bible that they will know we are Christians by our love. Let me show you something real quick. Let me tell you what real love is. It's in First Corinthians 13. I guess I should have been there before we started, but you know what? It's fine. Let me get there real quick. Here we go. First Corinthians 13. I think I folded the page. Oh well. 1 Corinthians 13. And we're going to start chapter 12. There we go. It's towards the end. Start in verse 4. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4. It tells us exactly what love is. It says, love is patient, love is kind, and it is not jealous. Love does not brag, and is not arrogant. It does not act unbecomingly. It does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Love does not take account for any wrong suffered. Love does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes in all things, endures all things. Love never fails, but if there are gifts, and we'll just stop there, because then he gets into spiritual gifts. And we're not talking about spiritual gifts, we're talking about love. So, love is patient, okay? What we see here, what are these things? Patience, kindness, not jealous, not bragging, not arrogant, doesn't act unbecomingly. It's not selfish. It's not provoked. It doesn't hold grudges. What are all these things? It doesn't rejoice in wrongdoing, but it rejoices in truth. Rejoicing, that's a verb, right? Love is a verb. It's not a feeling. Love is an action every time. You choose to love someone. You can choose to be patient with someone, especially in marriage. I've been married for 12 years, and let me tell you, it is alive because of patience. And patience is love. It's alive because of kindness, and kindness is love. It's alive because we're not jealous, and jealousy, not being jealous, is love. You see where I'm going with this? If you make love a feeling, then it's going to fizzle out 100% of the time. And you're going to fight and fight and fight every day to keep that infatuation going until it dies. But if you know love is these things, love is choosing to do these things on a daily basis, then you will see that infatuation comes and goes, but it sure as heck stays alive a lot longer when you know how to love someone. And And loving is not just for an intimate relationship. If you look into the Greek in the Bible here, the word love is actually used in 4 different ways. There's 4 different types of love. But I'm not going to get into that. But no matter what type of love you choose, it's going to be this here in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4. I can go to the grocery store, and there could be a guy there who is, I don't know, let's just say he's a rough dude, okay? Let's just say he's kind of a jerk, and he cuts me in line, and he, he starts checking out, and he's taking a really long time. I have a choice there. I have a choice to be patient. I have a choice to be kind. I have a choice to not act unbecomingly. I have a choice not to be provoked. What else? I have a choice not to hold a grudge. I won't rejoice in his wrongdoing, but I will maybe share the truth with him in a gentle way, and I will bear it, and I will hope that I will get through it and that everything will be cool, and I endure it because love never fails. I just read that off this list. All of those things I can choose to do. That's what love is. And you do that with anybody, anywhere, all the time, every day. Maybe if the world understood this concept, maybe if we stopped pushing that love is a feeling, maybe if we stopped pushing that love is something that is earned and not given freely, then maybe we'd have a better place with less hatred. Try putting this into practice in your own relationships today, after you watch this video. Start meditating on 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 8. Really start digesting it. And then you will see how much your relationships change. How this itself can make a huge difference in your marriage, in your work, in your day-to-day life. This is probably one of the most important things that Christians can learn. There's so many things we can learn, guys, from the Bible, from Jesus, from God, the Holy Spirit. It's all right here. I wish people could see that. It's changed my life forever, literally forever. Anyway, thank you for checking in. Remember, if the Word is not living in you, then you are not living out the Word. I love you guys because I choose to. Till next time.